This past week, YouTube has triggered something in me that I feel very compelled to speak about and important enough to post. I should put out this disclaimer that if you are addicted to gambling of any sorts, this may not be the video for you. However, if you decide to stick around and you are addicted to gambling, there are 3 things that I am currently doing to help make sure that I'm steering clear. If you're new or returning, my name is Elaine and I post content for you every Sunday. Also, I am a recovering gambling addict. Let's talk about it. I've been on YouTube for quite a while. I think if you were to look at my account, I think I opened it in 2013. I have watched so much YouTube content, from acoustic covers of songs that I have enjoyed, true crime, and that's still to this day. One of my favorite YouTubers is CoffeeZilla, and he posts on topics like he's uncovering crypto scams and just, really shady stuff. His most recent episode was about online gambling. Great video. However, YouTube is tricky in the way that it finds a way of generating recommendations. And so this whole thing started unraveling when there were a few videos about people that are recovering from gambling addictions that I watched. But suddenly there was a shift where I started noticing that my YouTube shorts would be of people playing on slot machines or card counting. And I should probably mention that my big vice is blackjack and slot machines. But in a span of 2 weeks, I saw myself consuming so much of these videos of YouTubers where their niche is gambling at casinos. Now, I don't know how they do it, but I was glued to the point where for example, last week, I was waiting for my car to be repaired, and I just remember I was, sitting, writing down some of the things I wanted to talk about on my next episode. And on my smartphone was playing a YouTuber that was playing on different slots for nearly an hour. What am I doing watching these people drop $1,000 per bet and getting these huge wins and likely lots of losses. My gambling addiction stems probably during my childhood, but my most legal experience was when I was 18, going to an Indian casino. I recall putting a $20 bill into a Wheel of Fortune video slot machine, and I won $235. And I remember being so happy about it and then going back for more. Fast forward to where I am now. This is almost over 20 years later, almost 25. If you talk to some of my closest friends, There were times where they were trying to reach me and you couldn't reach me because I was gambling, like through the night, like radio silence. And it actually got to a point where if it was like almost obvious that I was there if I didn't reach out, because I was like in my own world. There's also just a lot of shame during this time, because as much as there were times where I won and I was like, oh yeah, hey, guess what, I won. Like, there were so many times where I lost, and I just remember driving by myself wondering, what did I do? And I would try to minimize it as much as I can and hold it. While I was trying to get my car repaired, I was really hoping, it was so weird. Like, I was spending so much money down on, getting my car repaired. I was prepared. I was prepared to grab my repaired car and make my way to the casino again. And something just like, I don't know, snapped where I was like, dude, no, you can't do that. So girl, you can't do that anymore. There are 3 things that I did immediately to try to curb this. The first thing I did was I told my significant other that this is a year of no slot machines, no blackjack, Elaine. And that he needs to hold me accountable. The second thing that I did, which I thought was like super helpful, and it's really hard because I wasn't sure how I could get away from these videos from popping up into my feed, is I went into YouTube and looked at my Google history settings, and I deleted the span of which I started watching these videos. It did sacrifice some of the history that I'd watched previously, but it like erased the recommendations, which is almost a relief to know that it's like gone, like out of sight, out of mind. The third solution that I came up with to try my best to steer clear from this addiction that I have is to publicly share that I am Elaine and I have a problem with gambling. And I shouldn't feel afraid to share that. My 2025 mantra is, I trust my inner strength to guide me. This is the one thing that I feel so passionate about at this point. It's because I realize that this addiction has created so much shame internally. It just continues to find its way in my life. And it's not going to be something that goes away at all, because obviously gambling is something that's never going to just magically disappear. Heck, I'm pretty sure that I'll have to clear my YouTube history or my smartphone history. Like, I'm pretty sure, because I've been talking about it. But now that I have like over almost 25 years of experience of this shadow, I'm not afraid to uncover it and say that it is an issue. And I will do whatever I can to protect my future. Because we all know that gambling is such a risk. I mean, like any addiction, it's excessive and it can ruin your life. So, yeah, I really just wanted to talk about it. Um, if you are experiencing something like this, I just want to let you know you're not alone. Any kind of addiction, please seek out help if you need to. Um, I hope that these tips helped. Let's continue to live our years with less regret, and let's move forward together. Thanks.